Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine you match with someone, right? The conversation is great, you go on a few amazing dates, you agree to make it official.
Yeah, you're pretty invested at that point.
Exactly. And then you show up at the restaurant to celebrate, and crickets. You have been catfished. Or, ghosted.
Ugh, the worst feeling.
Right. But now, imagine that happening, but instead of a bad date, it is a new hire. Someone who just accepted a job offer and then simply leaves an empty desk on day one.
Oh, man. It's less like a bad date and actually more like paying for a lavish vacation, packing your bags, and having your travel partner just block your number right at the airport terminal.
Oh, wow. That is a great way to put it.
Yeah, it is incredibly frustrating. And the crazy thing is, it is happening all the time now.
So today's deep dive is for you, the HR decision makers out there. We are looking at an HR industry report on the rising trend of, well, career catfishing and office ghosting.
Right, because our mission today is to figure out exactly why candidates are just vanishing into thin air.
And more importantly, what actionable steps you can actually take to stop the bleeding.
Because what is fascinating here is the narrative, right? The easy narrative is just to blame younger generations. Say they lack professionalism.
Right, the whole nobody wants to work thing.
Exactly. And yes, about 34% of Gen Z workers actually admit they've accepted a job and then never showed up.
Wow, 34%.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It is a widespread, systemic reaction. The data reveals that 24% of millennials do it too, and even 7% of boomers admit to career catfishing.
Wait, boomers too? See, I have to challenge that narrative a bit, though, because are candidates really ghosting a company, or is it just infinitely easier to ghost a faceless system?
Oh, that is a great point.
Right, like think about how we hire now. An AI screens your resume, a bot schedules your interview, you get these automated emails rejecting you. I mean, it feels like disengaging from a computer program, not an actual human being.
You are totally right. That automation of hiring, it makes the whole process feel faceless, which absolutely lowers a candidate's guilt.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is not just the technology's fault. The hard truth is that the humans behind the tech are doing it too. Like the most stunning fact from this research, nearly 80% of hiring managers admit to going silent on candidates first during the application process.
Are you kidding? 4 and 5.
4 and 5. So for candidates, ghosting has really become a form of silent protest.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, it is a way to regain a sense of control in a highly unpredictable job market. They accept an offer, they keep looking, and if something better comes along, they just walk.
Well, here is where it gets really interesting for HR. Because we know candidates are ghosting to regain control. But HR needs to look at what they are losing when this happens.
The financial hit?
Staggering.
Yeah.
It is just staggering. The sources show that 75 to 90% of your total cost per hire is spent before day one.
That is a massive sunk cost.
Right. You are burning money in what I call the dangerous gap. That fragile window between a candidate accepting the offer and actually walking through the door on their first day.
Yep, that's a vulnerable time.
Because almost 45% of all ghosting happens right there in that gap.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, to bridge that dangerous gap, you obviously need to streamline clunky application forms and write honest job descriptions, right?
Sure. The basics.
But one of the most effective tools is actually rethinking your background screening process.
Wait, really? Because background checks usually feel like, I don't know, the most robotic, stressful part of the whole hiring cycle.
Yes.
It essentially feels like an interrogation.
Exactly, which is why transforming how you do it is so incredibly powerful. Usually, candidates are just tossed a link and left in the dark for a week.
Yeah, just staring at their inbox.
Right. So instead, have an actual human being reach out. Say, hey, we're starting your background check today. It takes about 3 days.
Just basic communication.
Yes. Tell them, here is exactly what we look for securely in compliance with privacy laws like GDPR, and I will call you Friday with an update.
Oh, I love that. So instead of a black hole, it becomes a steady human touch point.
Exactly. You replace hiring anxiety with psychological safety. You become a partner, not a parole board.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Fixing this epidemic really starts with looking in the mirror. It requires HR to communicate like actual human beings.
Yeah, and streamline those cold, automated processes.
Right. And ultimately protect the employer brand by treating candidates with basic respect from the very first interaction.
Which actually brings us to something fresh to chew on as we wrap up.
Okay, lay it on me.
If 80% of hiring managers are ghosting candidates before day one, and candidates are just learning to ghost right back, what does this mean for the ones who actually do show up?
Oh, wow. That is a dark thought.
Right. If mutual distrust is how the employment relationship begins, are we just setting the stage for a workforce completely devoid of company loyalty?